One thing that we have to keep in mind today is not to cross the border into Canada.
It is just magical up here.
70 to 75 years old, but
What?
she came out of it.
We're Jen, Elliot, and Ollie. In 2019, we left the United States and backpacked through 11 countries, all before deciding to come back home and try something completely new, pivoting into boat life. Our current adventure is America's Great Loop, a 6,000-mile journey through small towns, big cities, and the wilderness from the eastern portion of the United States, through the Great Lakes and Canada, and down the Midwest rivers, all aboard our home on the water, Pivot. Make sure you subscribe as we share our journey through the highs, lows, and everything in between.
Good morning.
It is finally time to anchor and explore the Thousand Islands.
Yeah.
We had a fantastic time at the French Festival here in Cape Vincent, and this free dock has a 48-hour limit, and it is time for us to go. We have a few different options today for anchorages, but that's the plan, explore.
The weather is supposed to pick up this afternoon, so we're trying to get an early start this morning.
One thing that we have to keep in mind today is not to cross the border into Canada. So half of these islands, you know, well not half, but like there is a line demarcating around each of these islands. On the island right here, Wolf Island, it's on our side. So that island is actually Canada, so we can't go there. But for the islands over there, that's part of New York, it's part of the state, so we can go there. We want to basically do all of the United States side first, and then only check into Canada once. And then we'll do some of the Canada side before we head up to Trent Severn. The cruise today has been fantastic. The birds are out here, a lot of ducks I think, just swimming along and flying along. But this island, we just checked our charts, is called Linda Island. And Linda is the name of our Ford Lehman tractor engine, the thing that's powering Pivot. So Linda, meet Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Hi Linda. We only say good things about Linda.
We are heading to our anchorage for the night. This will be our very first anchorage in the Thousand Islands, and we are so excited. We have not anchored since the Hudson River in New York, and this is going to be a real treat because this means that we will be not slapping against a dock, we will be in the direction of the wind, and we get just pure, beautiful scenery around us. This cruise has just been magical. I don't know a better word for it. It is just magical up here. Like of course, like seeing pictures, watching this video is one thing, but cruising through this is just incredible. I feel like I understand why people love this area so much, because this is stunning. It is so pretty.
What'd you guys think of those drone shots?
Was it worth it?
Was it worth it? It's so hard to catch this drone. I flew it and accidentally flew it right in front of pivot instead of off to the side, and so I had to reach up and grab it before it ran into pivot and then fell off the edge. And I have some more battle scars to prove. But this anchorage is amazing. Our first anchorage in the Thousand Islands.
It's beautiful.
We are at Picnic Island State Park in New York. Well, New York State Parks. And there's a few boats out here kind of anchored off, and it looks like really close to shore, enjoying the sandy beach. Got another trawler over here enjoying it. Other than that, that's us.
So they were awakened by the horn. It looked like a female of slight built, gray hair, probably in the 70 to 75 years old. But
what?
She came out of the...
I am so offended.
Copy. So there's no need for any assistance, over. Roger.
Granny? That was so weird. Somebody just came up to the boat and said...
was honking the horn
was
first.
honking the horn and saying that somebody called the Coast Guard saying that we were under distress. We've been at anchor here in this anchorage.
I wonder if if they got us confused with someone else.
Yeah.
But they said it was our boat, which I don't
think it was.
I don't think it was either. But we're totally fine.
Coast Guard Sector Buffalo, Coast Guard Sector Buffalo. This is trawler pivot.
You approximately a 34-foot trawler, over.
It's weird.
I've had headphones in because I've been editing, so and we haven't had our radio on.
We don't normally keep our radio on at anchor.
It's not unusual for people to reach out to us on the radio and call us if they see Pivot, if they see us, if they see Ollie. So that's not unusual, but it is unusual that someone calls us into the Coast Guard. That is unusual.
The reason why I reached back out to the Coast Guard is somebody said that it was us and that we're okay, but what if somebody was reporting a different trawler and that trawler is not okay? You know, it's better for us to reach out and, you know, I guess they're gonna call me and we can figure out if it was us, which it seems unlikely it was us because we're literally in an anchorage, you know. To not see people on board is probably pretty normal. Strange.
Show my seat, girlfriend. That's where I was sitting.
Hey, petty officer. They said this is where the boat was anchored, so somebody thought that we had fallen in the water and weren't on the boat, which is strange. I mean, yeah, so weird. Very weird. But I'm glad that they didn't send a boat out for us, because that would have just been a waste of resources for anybody else that would need help. But strange. I mean, it's nice that somebody's looking out and wants to be a good citizen. How you doing, Granny? 75-year-old gray hair, petite build.
I know boat life is really making me age, you know. But gray hair, 70 years old. I wasn't expecting that one.
I mean, here's the thing: if Ollie didn't hear it, it didn't happen. Ollie would have heard it.
She would have gone outside.
Little girl. Yeah, of course. She would have been. Yeah.
Ruffling up her feathers, basically. Yeah, but I've had my headphones on the afternoon, and Elliot's been listening to an audiobook, taking it easy, chilling. So. But
my audiobook has been off of a speaker. So I could still hear.
Yeah, you can hear the surrounding.
Yeah, strange.
Initially when the boat was coming towards us, I was like, are you running into us? Please don't run into us. You're a direct line for us.
Yeah.
That was so nerve-wracking.
Well, there's so many people here too. It's a party.
One of our unspoken goals, I mean unspoken as in we haven't announced it to the vlog yet, but one of our goals has been to go in the water as many times as possible as we're up in the Great Lakes and we feel like comfortable, safe, you know, all that kind of stuff. So we've done it twice now so far, and we're going to do it a third time, and we are so excited. Like, I'm also very nervous because I know it is very cold and I do not really enjoy cold water, and it is not even very hot outside. It's like 75. So here's Elliot jumping in. Third time. How is it? Freezing.
Oh my god.
So cold.
It's so clear. It's
Yeah?
unreal.
What do you see down there? Just grasses?
And, yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, now my turn. Ready?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
You're making me want to get in.
Come on, let's go.
Or maybe I should just get my hair wet so that way Elliot thinks I got in, but I actually didn't.
Come on, you old granny. 75, petite, gray hair. You see a fish?
Yeah, I saw a fish. Tonight for dinner, I made a tofu teriyaki bowl, which has cucumbers, tomatoes, and then like a homemade teriyaki sauce on some tofu and a bed of white rice. It is dusk and we have our windows open and we are hearing this very distinctive noise or like animal call that is very unfamiliar to us. So it sounds like a wolf.
Howl.
And when I was doing dishes, I looked out the window and I saw a bird, and someone recently commented to us on our Instagram, was like, hey, like when you get to Canada, look out for the loons. And so I'm like, oh, you know, I wonder if that's a loon. So I looked it up, it was a loon. Well, now I'm down a loon spiral almost, because now I know that what their bone structure is like. I know that they're very good deep water swimmers, and I know that they kind of have a strange wobble because of their legs that are so far back, which makes them good swimmers, but also gives them a Looney Tune walk. But this noise that we keep hearing is one of the 4 distinctive calls that the loons make, and this is called the wail. W-A-I-L.
I'll have to see if we can get it on audio.
Camera. Yeah. But it's so cool. We've never heard this before.
Oh, what is that noise?
Is that a loon?
Oh, is that a loon?
Oh my gosh. Thank you for joining us on our very first day of cruising the Thousand Islands. We hope you join us as we continue to cruise the Thousand Islands over the next few days and share a little bit more about the history of this region, including, hopefully, getting a loon on tape. See you then.